What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and that's Craig, and this is Sports Talk Detroit. We talk about the Lions, Pistons, and if you love Detroit sports, you'll definitely want to subscribe. In today's video, we are grading the 2021 draft class, Brad Holmes' first draft class.
We're a year in.
Yeah, and
we're a year in.
We're excited to just kind of look at who we picked, how they did this year, and kind of what the future holds. So I'll kind of rattle them off. I'm going to start with one and go down. And I'll throw it over to Craig, and you kind of explain why you gave that grade. So first one up is Penne Sewell, seventh overall out of Oregon. What would you grade him?
Yeah, A. I can't give him an A plus, but it's an A. And it's one of those things where people are like, oh, well, maybe there was all these questions about who they should get. I was watching a game where announcers were talking about how some Lions fans will regret that we didn't get Jamar Chase. Like, Chase was drafted before, so I don't know what this guy was talking about, right. But that's how it always goes. There's all these comparisons, right? What about Fields in Chicago? Look, Penei Sewell has proven to me this year, and I think to the entire Lions organization, that dude is a cornerstone on the right or left side. So he's a cornerstone on the right side until Decker gets long in the tooth, which he's not that old, by the way, Decker. I think he's 27 or 28. But anyways,
28,
yeah. So and then he'll be a cornerstone on the left side. He is a mauler as a run blocker. I mean, PFF grades him out as one of the best run blocking tackles in the league, period. Not rookies, just in the league.
Yep.
And in the back half of the season, that pass protection really started to come around. And let's not forget, this dude was one of the youngest guys in the draft. So and he was coming off not playing a year.
Right.
To play as good as he played, I was amazed. I was very, very happy with Penne Sewell.
Yeah, I give him a plus because, like you just said, I was gonna say
plus.
He's the second youngest player in the NFL. And it's not college where you have a 4-year. A guy's 19 and he's playing against a 22-year-old. He's 20 playing against 28, 29. I mean, these guys are older. Yes. And like you said, he didn't play last year. He comes in, practices at right. He's kind of figuring it out. Then goes to left. Then goes to right. I mean.
Yeah, Bosa's like he's better at left than right.
Yeah,
and there's all the controversy. Then he goes back to right, and he's awesome.
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
He is just, what a great pick. It's so nice to see. Just you can just see it, guaranteed. Boom, done, book it. So Penne, great job. Okay, number two. Penne
Sewell's the kind of guy you already start working your salary cap to make sure you can pay him in 4 years.
Yes,
exactly. he's that kind of tackle, and I'm so excited to have one of those. We actually have 2 or 3 of those players on the line right now. It's really exciting.
It is.
It's
huge.
Sorry, go.
Oh, no problem. Sorry. Second round, 41st overall, Levi Onwuzurike from Washington. Onwuzurike, yeah.
That just tells you his grade's not going to be good enough.
That's right. Go ahead with your grade.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people give him like a C plus. I'm giving him a D plus, maybe a C minus. And here's the reason. He's a second round pick.
Yeah.
With a second round pick, you expect them to be a starter year one. You just do, especially on a bad team. And this guy's got Nick Williams taking the majority of his snaps. Nick Williams, I just want to make it clear. Like Nick Williams, I'm not throwing any shade on him, but he's not good. He's not a good defensive tackle. Now, I will give him this, and this is the only reason he wouldn't get like a straight D. He had injuries all preseason. He was battling a back problem. He's coming off a year where he took the year off with COVID. So we all knew from the beginning that it was going to be a process. Well, it just turned out that process, it's still going, and he never got into good playing strength or shape. And I just don't really, if it's truly because of injuries, I totally understand. And I'm really excited to see him next year. I also want to be clear that this is a grade for this year. This isn't a grade for what I think he will be going forward. I think there is potential there to be a very good starting caliber defensive lineman. He didn't show it.
Yep.
The inconsistency was bad.
Yeah. And I think you nailed it with, it's kind of interesting because it's like, man, that was not good, but it's also like, there's a lot of potential that's still there. And I'm not worried yet. I would have loved to see him do some things, but you nailed it. The strength wasn't there. coaches said he just needs to get lower body strength. He got pushed around. I mean, if he could get just tougher and stronger, I mean, you could just tell, just kind of didn't have the push. So yeah, I'm not concerned. I would give him a C minus and just say get stronger in the off season. We'll be fine.
Get healthy. Just get healthy.
Get healthy.
And hopefully the reason he took plays off is because he was not healthy and not because he's got a bad motor.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Elene Mcneil, we drafted third in the third round.
Yeah.
What would you
bowling
give him?
Ball that walks.
Yeah.
I'd give him, again, I'm a little bit lower on some of these guys. Honestly, I'd give him a C plus. And the only reason I give him a C plus is not because of how he produced when he was on the field. I thought he produced really well when he was on the field. I thought like he had his nose in there. He was a good run stuffer. He showed the ability to even get to the passer. He started to flash that at the end of the year. He only played 37% of the defensive snaps. Did you know that? Like,
no.
And I understand he's a third round pick. So, that's actually kind of understandable. It's just, I felt like his talent level was better than the amount of snaps he played. There's a reason for that. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. Maybe it's conditioning. Maybe it's the inability to grasp all the concepts that they're throwing at him. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But 37% of snaps, not great. That's why I'm going with the lower grade, because with the lack of depth on this team, you'd want that to be closer to 50.
Yep.
For sure.
I'm a C as well. And I think him and Levi are in the same boat. They just got to get healthy, stronger. I mean, I think they learned a lot. This is a huge off season for them. And I think the year prior was COVID. I mean, I don't know, who knows, but they're just D linemen. They need to mature physically and just kind of, he doesn't look in shape.
It's a hard position to physically be ready for as a rookie, a defensive tackle.
Yeah, exactly. And so
you're getting double teamed by men.
Yeah, the future is fine. It's fine, I think. It's just they learned a lot.
Elene was better than Levi though.
Yep.
And that's the thing. When your third round pick that plays a very similar position outplays you thoroughly on the field, even though he was drafted around behind you, that's never a good look for you. I just want to make that known. But I do think Elene was superior almost in every way to Levi.
I agree.
Yeah.
And in this third round as well, we drafted Iffy Melanfonwu, corner out of Syracuse. Thoughts on him? What would you grade him?
Can I give him an incomplete but a C?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. It's so hard to grade these because you say a C because of the way he played was a C. But if you look at where he was drafted at 101, it could be a C plus or a B minus. Because based on where he was drafted, I thought he was okay, but he was forced into action before he was ready. He did not have to run multiple concepts at Syracuse. They played the same base shell defense every single snap, pretty much. I mean, it's almost like Don Brown, right? It was at Michigan, where it's, what the defense is going to be. They don't ask their corners to do a lot, but he's physically gifted. Here's what I'll say about Iffy. I still wonder if eventually they're going to move him to safety. I get why they want to keep him at corner. Part of that scares me about what they feel about Okudah, but I get why they see him there. It's just, I would say year 3 would be his year that we really find out if he's a player or not.
Yeah. Cause I would give him a C. It's hard to really say. I mean, but same as the first or the last two guys we talked about. Future, I'm all good on the future. I think he looks the part. He's big. He's fast. I mean, he just looks like he's got the physical traits.
Yeah.
And
he looks like an NFL corner. Or safety, man, for sure.
Yeah. And he didn't blow any cover. He didn't make just completely things. So it's that's fine. You're fine, man. Just see you next year.
Was actually looking deeper into stats on him. The last 3 games when he was forced into starting. And it's not like he had easy matchups either. No. But I think they said he allowed 14 of 23 completions for 200 some odd yards or no, it was in the hundreds. But 14 of 23, that's a little struggle, but it's not bad.
No.
Honestly, that's not terrible at the same time. So I think the results are better. It's just when he gets beat, he gets beat. He gets beat.
Yeah.
And that's part of just being a rookie.
Yeah. And it's fine. Yeah. I'm good with his ceiling is high. So that's good.
For sure.
And then the next pick, the crown jewel of the pit. No, I wouldn't say crown jewel since Penne was.
No, not yet.
Penne is probably our crown jewel of this class. But Amon St. Brown was taken 112th overall.
112. So because he was taken 112, this is an A plus, right? This isn't an A. This is an A plus. And I don't know if it's recency bias. Dude had 90 catches, like 912 yards or something like that. It wasn't a large amount. But in the last 6 games, he had 51 of those 90.
Yeah.
Like he went off. And the future is bright there. He's faster than I thought he was coming out of USC. I thought the film showed better speed than the combine, but at the same time, like I didn't know. And when he got on the field, he didn't look super fast the first like 5-6 weeks, but recently, now I don't know if it's just getting him in space or what, but man, he has looked a lot more athletic, and he can play the slot. He can play a little bit on the outside, but him in the slot going forward, like, wow, what an awesome thing for Jared Goff to have a guy like that on your team.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic. It's Cooper Kupp of the Lions. I know he's not Cooper Kupp. Calm down. I'm not saying that. But as a rookie, nobody thought Cooper Kupp would be Cooper Kupp either.
Yeah. He's just strong. You know, he's not injury prone. I mean, just look at him. He's never going to take a big shot. He's quick,
solid.
He's 50, solid. Yeah. What a difference. I mean, once Goff was like, well, dude, I'm just going to look at this guy and he gets open and I'm just going to throw it to him and I'm going to move the ball.
Sure.
And we're just going to go up and down and we're going to, we're not going to go 3 and out and we're just, we're going to be in the flow of the game and help the defense. And it's just like one guy just kind of shifted everything. So, yep, A+ for me. That's an easy one. He's the one we could talk about forever just because.
All day.
Oh, it's just.
I want to talk about him.
Yeah.
There was one of his coaches from USC. They were interviewing him. I think it was one of his coaches where they said if you cut his head open, his brain would be a football. Like he just is obsessed with football, and you can see it on the field. It's really cool to watch.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Cool to watch. Yep, I love him. In that draft, we trade up to get Derrick Barnes out of Purdue.
Yeah, very next pick, right? 113.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
It was the very next pick, and it's not an A+, but I don't think it's bad. Again, you draft a linebacker out of Purdue. He was a DN before that, right? And I mean, I think before that even he was, I know they rushed him on the line a lot, and then in the last year they put him at linebacker, but I think he was even a running back before that. So the guy's been all over the place. So the idea that he's going to play stack linebacker in the NFL and be able to read the passing concepts and these quick things, like he played the run pretty well. His pass numbers were atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 21 of 22. Completion on him. I give him a C+. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. And part of that's just because I see upside. He's physically gifted.
Yeah.
He's a very physically gifted 4th round pick.
And I'm encouraged by, as we kind of talk about out loud, another one where it's like, rookie season, just kind of what you expect. And I love that physically he's there. And I feel fine. Like none of these guys, I'm like, oh boy, I don't know. It's like, no, I feel fine. We'll have to see it. And Barnes, I give him a C. I think I said that already, but C for him as well.
I don't know if you did.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe I'm just not paying attention.
Yeah. C. Our last guy is
Jamar Jefferson.
Oh my gosh. 7th round.
7th rounder. That was a long wait, wasn't it? From 113 all the way to 200. What was it? 57. I'm looking at my notes for cheating, right? Like 257. That was a long wait. If you were a Lions fan, like you are a diehard if you watch the draft all the way through in between.
No, I
good for you.
Not at all.
Good for you if you did.
Yeah.
I might have, but let's just say the DVR was fast forwarded.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt about that. Yeah. So D-, like I don't know, like he's a 7th round pick, so you don't expect much, but at the same time it's a running back, so you think that maybe he could produce early, but then you realize that Craig Reynolds and Godwin Igwebuike are better running backs. One's a converted safety and one we got Netflix, right? He was watching Netflix, we bring him, and then he comes back toward the end of the year, and it's just like these guys are actually probably better than Jamar Jefferson. I think with him, he has the ability to be a good running back. I think he has good vision. He's a good one cut back, get north and south. He just was hurt a lot. It felt like every time he carried the ball, he was limping. It was really, really weird.
7th round pick. It's happy to see what he can do maybe next year, in training camp. he might not make the team with Craig Reynolds coming on, and
Yeah.
who knows what else, but
Who knows who
yeah,
else we bring in? Yeah.
exactly. I give him a C just because 7th round pick. He gave it a shot, but nothing, whatever. But yeah, no, that I think you and I are saying the same thing with the draft with the draft class of, hey, we hit.
Yeah, we agreed too much. That doesn't make for good YouTube.
But we hit 2 that are just boom out of the park, can't believe it type of picks, really. And then the other ones, they're there. This is a huge off season, and year 2 and year 3 are going to be just everything. So we'll see.
Unplanned question for you.
Yeah.
What do you grade? This is where you're just going to have to trust my questions. What do you grade the entire draft class as a whole after 1 year? What would you give it?
I would give it a B+. And the reason I give it B+ is because you hit 2 out of the park, which if you, you'll take that. And then the rest of them have high ceilings. Whether they do it or not, we'll see. But I just love the potential. You got to give yourself a chance. The Quinn era was, what was it? Low floor or high floor, low ceiling, which,
high floor, high
floor. Yep. And it's like, okay, I get that, but
and it turned out they didn't have a high floor, most of them.
Yeah, you need to have that chance to pop, and that comes with coaching and development. And I think we can do it.
I think we can do it. I would give it a B, not a B+. I like the 2 that hit hard with St. Brown and Sewell, but there are every other pick on that is a question mark in my mind of, are they going to be a contributor? I think McNeil will be. I really do think McNeil will be. He'll play 8, 9, 10 years in this league. But everybody else, I'm like, I don't know. So that goes up to a B+, A- for me if 1 or 2 other players pop and can become starters. I know you can't really grade a draft class till 2 or 3 years down the line. Like, I get that. I just wanted to see. I wanted to see what you were thinking. We're close on that too, which I hate. I hate agreeing with you so much.
Yeah, and I just really think that Brad Holmes, until proven otherwise, is doing it, and year 2 will be good. And that'll be our next video. Is we're gonna look at just the priorities, just what we'd like to see in the draft as we kind of get closer. Not necessarily a mock draft, but just what we'd like to see. So
mock drafts will be coming in the future.
Yeah, mock drafts.
We got 3 months to mock draft.
That's right.
We got 3 months.
We got time.
All day.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you.